and welcome to Snowrunner News, and we have new mods in Snowrunner Mods IO. I'm UK Gamer 808 and I've been covering Snowrunner News just before Snowrunner came out, so if you haven't seen me before you should go and check out the other videos. I bring out a video every time there's an update or there's something relevant going on in the Snowrunner community. So saying that, last week we had the great news about console mods, and console mods are coming in phase 2 is what they're saying at the moment. It's not completely confirmed, but they're saying there's a very good chance that they're going to be here with phase 2 pending certification from console and sorting any bugs out, which is fantastic news because I know there's a lot of people who just want console mods alone. That's all they're interested in. Now, going on to PTS, the public test server. Now that is confirmed. It should be out on October the 7th, which here we are. It's going to be a week Wednesday that will be going on the public test server. Now that is just a server for PC for those who don't know. So if you want to go and test out the game, you can play it in the test environment and report any bugs, or you can just play the game. It's entirely up to you. So that's going to be next week, so we're not going to see any details on the phase 2, which should be update 9.0 until that drops. We might hear something a couple of days before, but as soon as that drops I'm expecting a video then from Snowrunner and the content roadmap for phase 2. So that's why I don't think there's not a lot going to happen this week. Now, going back last month, we compiled a list of known bugs which were in the game, and that list compiled of 22 different bugs, which, well, some are bugs, some are things we wanted added, but some of them are relevant and some of them not. And today we're going to go through and see which has been fixed and which is still pending. So out of that 22 items on the list, we go through and we have the yellow Russian cranes glitched. Well, I didn't have any problem with that, so I confirm that as fixed. The upgrade or cargo icons disappear when you get near them. I haven't had any issues with that either. Losing fuel when the engine is turned off. Now that was an issue and I think that has been resolved. I haven't marked it up as fixed yet. If you're still having that issue, please let me know in the comments. Trucks, the next one is trucks still disappearing. That's another one I haven't had any reports on, so unable to confirm that one. Unable to join friends or they unable to join hosts, but they can join other games, and that's sort of tied in with the same network co-op still not resolved as well, where I've had a few reports saying that it worked on PC and PS4. I haven't had any confirmed reports that Xbox it's working alright or any of that, so if you can help on that, if you'd like to drop it in the comment, that'd be much appreciated. Then we have number 7, unable to see other players that are in the game. Now at the time they were in the game and they just wouldn't show up on the map. Now that issue seems to be resolved, so I've marked that as fixed. Then upgrades not able to pick up mainly on Russian maps on non-garage maps. Now that's another one still not confirmed if it's been fixed, as that's really relevant to anyone new where they can't find some of the upgrades, which we had that problem from day one. Then we're still not able to strap down vehicles on trailers, and that is a phase 2 fix. Now if you're waiting on any details of phase 2, if you check the last video and the one before that, we've gone through that quite a lot. I don't want to go through it every time unless we've got new things to tell you. So then the next one we had was only able to winch to one person at a time. That wasn't really a bug fix, but it was something what should be included in the game, and obviously that's still not able to do, because we both want to be able to come, if two of you come to a vehicle, one winch on one bit, one winch on the other bit, jobs are good, but we can't do that presently. And then the next one, when completing tasks and watchtowers getting kicked from the game. Now I've marked that down as fixed because I haven't had that issue over the weekend and I haven't heard of anyone else having it, so I'm presuming it's fixed. Now if any of this I've marked fixed and you're saying no, I've still got that issue, then let me know. With the HUD removed, can't perform nothing apart from attach winch, but can't disconnect from the winch, and that's still exactly the same. There's no changes on that. The CAT CT680 suspension problems. Now that seems to be, well, he seemed to be better on that, where the whole idea was on that one, we had reports that the suspension was more or less bottomed out, where it does need a lift kit on that. So it'd be nice if an upgrade came for that. So I've marked that one as fixed. Then unable to refuel from trailers, as the option doesn't show. Now that's semi-fixed because I was still having a few issues with refueling from trailers, where it wouldn't recognise certain vehicles and whatever you, and then other vehicles it would. This is in co-op, so a lot of time I was having to refuel me and then refuel others from my vehicle. So that's still not completely fixed. Moving maps from vehicles on trailers, and you have to reload vehicles back on after going through the gateway. Now I checked this one earlier and that worked a treat. I loaded back into Black River and back out of Black River, and as you can see, no issues with that. So stuff is getting sorted, that's the main thing. Then floating cargo, which is copied from other maps. Basically, whatever cargo you've got on the map you're playing, if you go into the map screen and start having a look at different maps, it shows the same cargo on all the other maps. So they do disappear when you go into the map itself, but they're still there on the screen. Then Lake Cov, driving over rocks and launching your vehicle. And I haven't heard any reports on that, so I've marked that one as fixed. Then missing tyres from vehicles. Now I did have that the other day when I had one of the crazy glitches and the tyre did disappear from the vehicle, never to be seen again. And then snorkels not working on some of the vehicles. Now that was part fixed because I know some of the vehicles were alright, but I put an Antarctic in the water earlier and no, the snorkel still isn't working on that whatsoever. Then the vehicle count in the garage, which shows how many of that model you have got, was wrong, and that has been fixed. That seems to be right now. It's showing up on my game, and that shows all the vehicles I've got, so that's a good one to be resolved. Then moving into vehicles and getting damage. Now that's something I haven't come across, but I still haven't marked it as fixed yet, because not enough people have said anything about it at the moment. I think it was more of when Amandra first came out, there was a few times you would get damage on vehicle and it would just launch your vehicle up in the air. And then we got driving on the road when hitting snow is like super glue, and that's still exactly the same. If you put your tyre off the track a little bit, it just slows you down too much, and snow doesn't act like super glue, so that one still unfixed. Now if there's any other bugs which you know of, then if you can add them to there. Now I have got this list on my community tab, and if you have any bugs, it's easier if you put it in the community tab. I can see all the messages underneath because I get thousands of messages on a monthly basis at the moment. So if you put it anywhere else, I might not see it. But if you put it in the community tab, that's specifically for the bug fixes. You put it in there and I will add to it as soon as I've seen it. So not looking too bad then, really, Bins. We are getting some of these bugs fixed, and that's what it's all about. It's all going to take time. We're not going to have a fixed game within a few months. Obviously with the extra content, that brings even more new bugs as well, so that's the nature of the beast. That's what it's going to be all like. And sometimes they can fix one bug and it brings more different bugs, or the same bugs what got fixed, it brings those back. So it's just one of those things. That's the way it's going to be. So that is the updated bugs list, and I'm happy that they're getting resolved. They're not all getting resolved, but they are going to get resolved. And like I said, it's going to take time, so we just got to be patient, as we've been waiting. The game's been out for 5 months now, and we still haven't got phase 2. So I think patience is a thing we have got. So next on the agenda today is new mods in Snowrunner Mods.io, and we have quite a few different trucks in there today. And the first one is the Azov ADH by Aseta, and he's done minor upgrades to increase suspension flexibility, a new engine and gearbox, and added autonomous winch and a few other things on there as well. Then we have a new map in the village by Aromka. Lots of tasks. There's 30 plus tasks on that, from repairing bridges, clearing roadblocks, picking up vehicles, repairing fuel lines, and a whole lot more. There is a garage which you need to restore the bridge to get to. The same with some of the fuel stations on there. You need to restore them, and there's one car at the start. Then the next new mod is the GAZ24 Volga by Jansors. and he's got multiple add-ons for that. 4 add-ons with 11 interior customization, new skins, 3 types of wheels, 2 extra trailers on there. Standard trailers can be used, and he's got standard wheels and add-ons from the Don 71 and the TUZ 166. And then the next one is Lake Shiatro, or something like that, by Smed81, and it's a trailing map with objectives, scenic map, rock hauling trails, and a very muddy sections. Then we have the enhanced Azov 73210 by Max Mike, and he's done an absolute load to that. He does on all of his vehicles he's done, where we've got handbrake on axles, improved steering angle and responsiveness, realistic fuel capacity, less exhaust smoke, autonomous winch, widen the wheel track on it, super heavy tyre selection, and he's added also new raised, active and front lift suspension options on it, and a whole load more. He's got a crawler box on there and no region lock as well. He's got absolutely loads of stuff on that. Fair play. Then the next one is the unlock all mods updated. So that is that when you go into the shop, there'll be nothing what you need. It's all there ready for you, and that's done by Common Faults. So that is your lot for SnowRunner News and SnowRunner Mods IO. Now, for those who aren't sure, SnowRunner Mods IO is just for PC at the moment. That will change in time, but I doubt console mods will go onto SnowRunner Mods IO, but I could be wrong. You never know. Thanks for watching SnowRunner News and SnowRunner Mods IO. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, why don't you come and check out the next one later on in the week. Thanks for watching.